Alright, welcome back, my wonderful people. It was quite Jubilee at the Jubilee Redemption Camp, Lagos. Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi visits Redemption City. Videos emerges and a lot of reactions has this gotten as Labour Party flag bearer Peter Obi on Friday night attended the ongoing convention at the Redemption Christian Church of God for the very first time. At the 70th convention, which commenced earlier in the week, is taking place at the Redemption City, formerly known as Redemption Camp in Mowe, Ogun State. In a viral video recently trending on social media, Obi's introduction at the church was greeted with loud cheers from participants of the event, which is tagged Perfect Jubilee. Indeed, it was Perfect Jubilee, seeing Mr. Obi at the venue. Mr. Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, on Friday, August 12th, attended the ongoing convention of the Redemption Camp, Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, the cable report. Meanwhile, Peter Obi's presence at the convention is a first for the presidential candidate. The development comes days after Peter Obi received a standing ovation from worshippers at Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja. Alright, Peter Obi is not the first politician to visit the RCCG campaign ground during the church's convention. Yes, he is not, as it has been the usual custom for politicians vying for elective positions to visit the church and seek God's blessings in the build web of the general overseer and general election as well. The 2022 RCCG convention is the 70th edition for the church. My good people, Nigerian regrets and Nigerian took to the official Facebook page of Legit and react to the development, as well as a Tinubu article. Peter Obi, don't hate themselves on your behalf. Influential PDP athlete told. Well, a lot of things have really been said, as so many people have reacted towards this. That is to say that you don't really know who Peter Obi is. He is the saint believer and real devoted to his faith. As Christian in his family, he has a brother as a reverend father and also a sister as reverend sister. Whatever he is doing today as a politician is for humanity's sake and not for the selfish interest, because as a human being he lacks nothing all aspect of life. Just give him your vote and see the real him. Alright, that is coming from someone who commented innocently, Christian Nandi. Alright, thank you very much for your comments. You are speaking according to your blood. Expose you, made you judge over us. God that justifies. Alright, that's have been a reaction from some persons. No matter what, my good people, the man need the grace of God to excel. All the people he has or he is contesting with all too powerful and will establish structure. The only structure our man need now is God. Well, that has been the talk of the day as he has visited Dunamis. Now is in RCCG last night, and it was a very flow of him. People were excited seeing him at the venue, and our prayer has been that good development is a very good development, but I hope he's not carrying his campaign to the church, because the church is a combination of different political parties like PDP, LP, ADP, PDP and APC among others, so that there will be no problem within the church members. May God grant him his intentions through Christ our Lord, and we say a big amen to that. Well, the truth has been that the politicians will continue to fool us. No matter how smart we are, these people are people that are learned and they know what they want at the very first time. Well, that has been the talk of the day, and these have gotten a lot of reactions. What an iron, he never deemed it fit to visit when was the governor, and even after 8 years of leaving power. But now, though, it's wise to visit resumption camp for a very first time because he is contesting for presidency. Well, that has been the reaction. What else are we going to say about this? But the truth has been that Peter Obi is being loved by so many, and that got him much reaction as he visited the resumption camp last night. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, on Friday, August, attended the ongoing convention of Redemption Christian Church of God, RCCG. Based on what we have gathered, Peter Obi's presence at the convention is a very first. Is a first for the presidential candidate. The development comes days after Peter Obi received a standing ovation from worshippers at Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja. The very same happened at the RCCG campground. What more are we going to say? Alright, let me have your take on this. Remember to send them and then do tap on the subscription button if you are joining us for the very first time. A lot of things are already being said, a lot of reactions, a lot of comments. Meanwhile, Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu, Peter Obi as well, they don't hate themselves. The truth has been that Roni Omokri, a former presidential led has concerned political portals and political supporters against hating each other, while their preferred candidate in the 2023 elections support each other. Well, Omokri explained this, saying what happened between former President Goodluck Jonathan and incumbent President Muhammadu Buhari made many Nigerians kill themselves while they were at peace with each other. Well, Omokri said this. The ex-presidential aide said that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, and his opponent in All Progressive Congress (APC), Bola Ahmed Tinubu, were eventually congratulate themselves after the election. Well, Peter Obi knocked federal government over debt serving years borrowing to consume must stop. Okay, that is coming right from the desk of Omokri. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has warned Nigeria to stop borrowing to consume, saying borrowing must be limited to 5% of the previous year's revenue. A slow of stood on Wednesday, August 10th. Well, that has been the talk of the day. A lot of reactions. As it stands, a lot of reactions, my good people. Well, let me have your take on this. Remember that you are into Plus D World News and Entertainment. Send your comment and then wait for more updates. Thanks and God bless.